Hello, I'm Jeremiah, and in today's video I want to talk about the business of filmmaking, and specifically the mindset you have to have in order to successfully and consistently make movies. All right, let's get started. As a filmmaker, you need to think like an entrepreneur. Now let me say that again. As a filmmaker, and when I say filmmaker, I mean someone who produces their own films. That person needs to think and act like an entrepreneur. Now let me explain why. One of the things I love about being a filmmaker is that it requires you to have a diverse skill set. You've got to understand story and lighting and composition and people and collaborating and on and on. You have to be both technical but also artistic. You're using both sides of that beautiful brain of yours, the analytical and logical left side and the intuitive and creative right side. And we all love exercising that creative right side. I know for me, my favorite part of the filmmaking process is being on set and collaborating with all those wonderful cast and crew members. And I know of so many filmmakers that feel the same way. The problems can come when filmmakers don't put enough time and energy into the business side of filmmaking. They haven't put enough time into developing those left brain skills. It's called the film business for a reason, and the filmmakers that get to make films over and over again are the ones that understand that it's a business. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating making films purely for the money. As I've said in my previous videos, I want you to make films that you're passionate about and have a deep personal connection to. What I am saying, and this is especially true for filmmakers making their first feature films, is that you have to bring a business mindset to your filmmaking, and specifically an entrepreneurial mindset. And speaking of the business side of things, if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and write in the comments, "I subscribed." This is a new channel and your support is greatly appreciated. Now, the website Investopedia defines an entrepreneur as someone who creates a new business, bearing most of the risk and enjoying most of the rewards. In my mind, that describes exactly what a filmmaker does, whether you're making a short or a feature film. Think of every film you make as a new business, especially your first feature film. You take on most of the risk and responsibility of making that film, and you enjoy most of the rewards if it succeeds. Now, whether that's making money or becoming more well-known as a filmmaker. So let's think like an entrepreneur and apply that mindset to making your film. Begin with the end in mind. This is a famous saying from the author Stephen Covey, and it's so important when making your film projects. You've got to be thinking, what is your goal for making this film? Is it a short film designed to go to film festivals? And which festivals? Because different festivals are going to look for different things in a film. Is it your first feature film? What's your goal with this first feature? Is it to make money, showcase your talent? Both? And if you are planning on making money, how much are you planning on making? An entrepreneur understands all of these things. They also understand who their future customers are before they start their business. Now, for filmmakers, this means thinking about your future audience. Who are they? Where does your audience live? What other films do they watch? And how are you planning on reaching your audience? Online, social media, film festivals, theater, TV, maybe streaming? And who are your team members? Entrepreneurs spend a lot of time putting the right team of people together to build and launch their business. And they look for a diverse group of people with unique skills that complement each other and the business. For filmmakers, this is your cast and crew. Don't hire a cinematographer just because she just bought a new Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K Pro, even though they're great cameras. Hire her because she complements and shares the vision you have for your film, and you enjoy collaborating with her. And this is especially important for your cast. As I've said before, just because your sister's best friend's boyfriend's cousin took some acting lessons and thinks he looks a lot like a young Joe Pesci, doesn't mean you have to cast him in your movie. If you're thinking like an entrepreneur when casting your movie, you're thinking about how your future audience will react to that actor, right? What's the first thing someone usually asks when they hear about a new movie? Who's in it? So what other things has this actor been in? Movies, TV shows, a web series? What kind of social media presence do they have? Meaning, what kind of built-in audience can they bring to your film project? Now, I still want you to take the time to cast the best people, the best actors for each role in your film. Don't just cast someone because they have 50,000 Instagram followers. An entrepreneur considers the business side of these creative decisions, keeping the end in mind. And speaking of keeping the end in mind, what does the launch of your business look like, right? This is your film premiere. How will you be getting your film to your potential customers? Are you planning on selling your film? Who are the buyers for it? Or maybe you're self-distributing using an online platform, right? How are you going to be monetizing your film? Now, if the goal of your film project was just to go to festivals and make you more well-known, or maybe it's a short film and you want to raise awareness for a feature film you're going to be making, then that may not be a priority. But if you're making a feature film and you raised money through investors, then what is the ROI of your film? Now, ROI stands for return on investment, and it's measured in percent and time. So are you planning to give a 10%, a 20%, a 50%, a 200% return on the investment that your investors made? And how soon are you planning on getting it to them? Is it 1 year? Is it 2 years? Is it 3 years? More? By knowing the ROI, an investor can compare your investment, the investment in your movie, against other investments. That said, you should always make clear to your investors that investing in films is risky. However, most seasoned investors will know this.
You smell that? What is that?
What?
What's that smell?
A cologne?
No.
Opportunity.
No. Money.
Okay.
I smell money.
Okay.
Now, we all got into filmmaking because we love movies. And we all want to rush to the juicy parts of filmmaking, whatever those are for us. Right? For me, it's being on set. Now, building your filmmaking skills and craft is super important, but so is approaching your career with a business mindset. How does this film project you're making fit into your longer career goals? Think about the body of work you're building, not just each individual film one at a time. Bringing an entrepreneurial mindset to your movie making increases your chances of making lots of films and building a successful and sustainable career. Thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I really appreciate you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, take a moment and subscribe to my channel. And when you do, write in the comments, I subscribed. Cheers, and I'll see you next week.